Tanmay Reddy, a first-year IBM student at JGBS. I'm also a part of the outreach team of the Student and Alumni Relations Committee at JGBS. Today, it is my pleasure to host Mr. Galav Bhushan, one of our very own BBA graduates from the batch of 2018 to 2021. Firstly, Galav, welcome to the SARC Alum Speak interview series. And thanks a lot for being here to connect with our JGBS community. Would you like to tell us something more about yourself before we go into your JGBS experience?
Okay, so yeah, I did my BBA with JGBS. I was fortunate enough to have a year and a half in university at the hostel, Sonipat. Everybody after that kind of didn't get the opportunity. So so then I did my BBA. I specialized in entrepreneurship and strategy. I kind of did all of the courses in line with that. And after that, I've worked with a bunch of companies now, and I'm kind of using that BBA experience to figure my way around life.
Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad I've made your acquaintance. Surely, I think you have a lot of fun and practical insights to offer us. So, let's, without further ado, let's just go take a trip down your memory lane. And please, tell us briefly on what were your striking factors that made you choose JGBS, and tell us a bit about how you came to become a student here.
Okay, so when it came to choosing a university, I did not know a lot, to be very honest with you. Like, you know how it is in India, right? Most of the parents are like, IIT, IIM, nahi to you're not in a good place. But then to be very honest, I was looking for something that gave me a lot of exposure. I was looking for a newer university where, there's a bit more motivational factor, like faculty is more motivated to kind of deliver a good experience, and students are new and everybody's trying to prove themselves. What really influenced me to get to JGBS, to be very honest with you, was when I came to the campus. I was like, wow, this looks pretty good. Does not look a lot like India. So why not? But yeah, once I met Mr. Tomar from the admissions team, I met a couple more people. I think I met the dean at that time as well. I'm not very sure. But once I spoke to them, I kind of realized that it's a good place. Instead of everybody was kind of building towards contributing towards my success. Like they kept speaking to me about how I would benefit from the university and the program and things like that. And that was really what compelled me to go towards JGBS rather than any other choices.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I do agree with you, and I'm assertive. The people who are listening are sure that this is what the students look for when we decide our alma mater. So, one of the biggest reasons that I joined JGBS, as you said, I remember when the open houses were conducted, we had a lot of interactive sessions with, our assistant dean until recently was Meenakshi ma'am, and also Vikram Singh Tomar sir. I mean, they were very, welcoming, and they encouraged us to ask questions, and they clarified all of them without, making us feel uncomfortable. But yeah, so that was one of the biggest reasons that I chose JGBS. And talking about, academics here, as you said, I also feel like the academics, the quality of education that is offered here differs from other universities in India. And, it does match foreign universities. So talking about the academic atmosphere, how would you like to define it? How do you think that the BBA curriculum, along with the international opportunities like semester exchange, help in shaping your career?
Yeah, so I'll definitely agree when you say that it is on par with international universities. I also had the fortunate experience of being in a couple of, I did my 11th and 12th from England. So I was in an international setting, and then I also interacted with a lot of universities because I was applying everywhere in the world, wherever I could. And definitely, the one thing I realized about JGBS is that it's not really limited to an Indian curriculum, or the teachers are there to kind of do the marks business. It wasn't very much like that. In terms of how I would say the academics and the curriculum integrated with the international opportunities, what I found fascinating, I'll be very honest with you, was that we got professors like Professor Gandok and Professor Laknath. I don't know if you know of those guys, but they're some awesome people, right? And they've done some amazing work, and they're at the cutting edge of their fields. They're consultants, and they're big research people, have a massive following. I would, to be a bit uncouth here, I would also say they have a lot of clout in their own circles. And the fact that I could get to interface with these guys, bounce my ideas off them, that was pretty amazing for me. I mean, did get told off every now and then, did find out that some of my ideas weren't really that good, but at least I heard it from somebody I'd respect, right? And somebody that I admired in a certain way. So, and like speaking of the international facilities, we had the CKIP program. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but where we were with Monash University and then this Indonesian university. I don't remember the name. But throughout the curriculum, we were exposed to these various professors from around the world who were like top in their fields, and came to Sonipat to teach us. Still haven't figured out why, but I am glad that they did. And same with the programs, we got all of the exposure, we got all of the, yeah, it was pretty international and very, very wholesome.
Right. So yeah, like you spoke about the professors, right? I forgot to like mention in the beginning. So Laknath sir was the one who took my interview like before I joined JBBS. And trust me, it felt like more like a talk session than an interview, and I was really relaxed. I didn't expect that. I think the rest is like it's true for the rest of the faculty here as well. I joined in during an online semester, and I've seen the amount of effort they put in. So, speaking a bit more about the professors, so what was your bond with the faculty like? I mean, would you like to share any interesting experience that you had with any particular faculty member?
Oh yeah, it was immense. I can't tell you how much the faculty has kind of steered me in the right direction every now and then, because I was a lost kid when I joined JGBS. To be very very honest with you, did not know what's happening in life, what life is all about, and everything. And every person I've interacted with in the faculty have had that at least a defining vision for where I could be, right, and I could kind of calibrate myself to it. Some professors I'd like to mention. I wouldn't want to like pick and choose one, but Professor Meenakshi, because we did speak about Professor Meenakshi earlier. I mean, I love her. I can't tell you how much I liked her classes. It was just fun going to, even though she was possibly the strictest professor we had, she used to take our phones in class so that we weren't distracted. But first class, everybody had a problem with that. Two classes in, everybody used to just go and keep their phones because we knew it was going to be a fun class. 1.5 hours of just interacting, talking, no judgment. It was very open, so I really liked that format, and that is how it was with most of my professors. We were kind of openly discussing things, bouncing ideas off each other. So yeah, it was very good. I wouldn't pick a favorite one. All of them were very good. If they could be watching the video.
I'm sure. I mean, all of us are grateful to have such professors like who ensured that we had a smooth transition from school life to college life. I'm like waiting to be on campus and see how like more fun the offline classes are. I'm sure they would be exceptional.